thanks to Chairman Sir Dr. Paswan, organizers 24 MRC, and their friends. You have been sitting here and listening patiently. I know I'm between you and lunch, which is a bit of a difficult thing to be, but I try my best to make it short. Well, gentlemen, Aurelius was launched around 6 years back. We are a knowledge solutions integrator. What do I mean is that today, for any business to be scalable, to be global, to be profitable, or to even scale out, you have a technology piece in it. Today, there's not a business in the world which doesn't have a technology piece in it. If you are in agriculture and construction, your technology piece might be 40%. If you're in IT, your technology piece might be 90%. But having said that, you cannot be global or scale up or even be profitable in today's time without the technology element in the business. So the moot point is adaptation to technology is not optional, it is mandatory. But the challenge is how fast can you adapt to a technology? Like ma'am said, she has a portal. Even for a police to work, you need a portal, right? And we are from Make My Trip, Ease My Trip, I don't get the number right. So we've seen all of them having the technology piece in it. So that is what we do. We today, Aurelius, when we conceptualize, what do we talk? We talk to the people. What is the best use of technology as per your domain? We don't teach you what is a C++, what is a Hadoop, or what's a big data, but how this can be used in your set of things to make it efficient. Now today, God has been great with us. We have more than 300 corporate customers, out of which 150 are Fortune 500 companies. We have today programs in around 40 domains. We are going to 30 countries where we are delivering programs. We have delivered more than 1,000 unique technology programs. The underlying word is unique. And we have more than 5,000 technologies on our catalog, and we're increasing our customers for B2B, B2C, B2I. We have the privilege of training 40,000 professionals across the world. Our customers can be somebody like TCS, Accenture, EY, Capgemini, World Bank. These are the kind of people we work with. That's what Aurelius has been doing all these years, and we continue to do so. I personally spent 10 years out of India. I studied at Cornell. I spent 10 years out of India. I had the privilege of traveling to more than 60 countries, doing business with 59 of them when all this travel. Though I have 9 passports have failed, but they're all Indian. I never ever changed my passport. I was never going to do it. And when I wanted to come back to India and do this, my father would always tell me, "Are you sure what you're doing?" I said, "Yes, I'm sure," and I really want to do it because personally I'm a passionate India. I believe India is the best country in the world to be. It's based on my experience of traveling the whole world. And we are the country whose century is now there. We have more than 800 million workforce, young, skilled workforce. We have the best ever government in the place, and I don't think we ever had a best PM than Prime Minister Modi. We didn't have these best set of ministers who are led by objective, who give their work on a Twitter handle. You can know how many power units are available today in the national grid and what is the selling price. This kind of transparency India has never seen, and even the IMF and the World Bank say we are the hope of the world economy. If you look at the GDP, already doing number 3 in PPP, purchase power parity. By gross GDP terms, we're number 5th in the world. We've taken over UK as the bigger economy than that. We have 800 million workforce, and by the way, we produce the highest number of engineers in the world. We produce around 15 lakh engineers per world, which is a world record. And if you look at all these things, and now recently IMF said by 2050 we'll be the biggest economy in the world, not 1, 2, or 3. We will be the biggest economy in the world. So, gentlemen, I find the opportunity phenomenal, and it is all the SMEs, it's all the people like us who make countries great. And if you look at US, 60% of the market is driven by the SMEs. SMEs contribute 60% of the GDP. That's out of $20 trillion. 12 or $14 trillion comes from the SMEs. That is the power of the SMEs, that is the power of the enterprise. So it's happy to see more of us getting into that and getting India proud. Now people used to say this is the Asian century. Sorry, I beg to differ. It is the Indian century. The next century is going to be the Indian century, and youth is going to be the power of that. We are all tuned up to be there, and with all of us, what we see here, with skills coming from all the places, with enterprise coming from all the corners, from healthcare to construction to farming to travel, every much quickly we are. That makes me happy. And I still want that day to come when we are the biggest economy of the world, and hopefully by God's grace I live by that time. Still a lot of years to go. So that is the gentleman what we do. And coming back to Aurelius, yes, we are a 100% digital business. We are 100% cashless, sir. There is no cash. We are a foreign exchange earner. And now what we are doing, we are not only getting foreign exchange and training the best of the corporates, but we are taking the backend of India to the next level, wherein we say India is not only the outsourcing capital, India is the technology leadership. Even when you want to train your people in Argentina, in Mexico, in Santiago, in Chile, or in Europe or Denmark, you look to an Indian company to do that, and on the highest end of technology. So that's why I want to say thank you very much for listening to me. I have been a bit fast because I appreciate time is of essence. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's